Hi dolls. I know I've been putting restorations off for a while, but today I'm back with a vintage Allan doll by Mattel. I don't normally collect boy dolls, but he's the exception. His little face reminds me of Coca-Cola advertisements from the 50s, and I just couldn't pass him up. I started off with a very fine sandpaper, but decided to switch to 180 grit as his cuts were pretty deep. Once that was done, I restored the shine back to his body using plastic polish. To address the discoloration on his arms, I take them off and put them in a Ziploc bag with 40 volume developer. This is the same stuff you would use for your hair. And I let them sit for a couple of days in a warm area so the peroxide can do its job. Admittedly, his face paint was not the hardest thing to restore, as it is mainly comprised of 3 colors, and once you have the colors matched, you just have to fill in the gaps. His hair was my favorite part of this project. I feel like that alone took away 10 years of abuse. To seal the paint and protect it from deteriorating, I used a satin varnish. Because his arms had been sitting on my radiator for a week, they were bent slightly out of shape. What you see here is not a bondage technique, though it might be. I tied his arms and I poured boiling hot water on them. This is to get them soft enough so that they go back to their original shape. His shorts were fraying all over, so I trimmed them and burned the hems with a lighter to stop the fraying. I feel like the next part is pretty self-explanatory, so I will let you enjoy the footage. This is how you backstitch when sewing manually on a sewing machine and both your hands are busy. You're welcome. This box of vintage closures is my most prized possession. Although inexpensive, I feel like there is a lot of history behind each and every one of them. I added hook and eye to the back of the sweater to make it sit right. And that is it for today. Let me know how you feel about this kind of ASMR chill video. Would you like to see more in the future? Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and don't forget to also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at DoDearWonderland. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.